Hello Leos, welcome back to my channel, Caseyleighreiki. I'm Casey and today we're going to be doing your general reading. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and check your 7th house as well, or check any other placements that you're drawn to. Really, you can check any of them, literally any of them. I am gonna get straight into why I wanted to do this reading tonight. It literally is like midnight and I've been thinking about doing this video for days, and I was like, all right, I need to like dive into it and just like make it happen, right? So sorry about the reflection of the ring light in my glasses. When I had decided a couple days ago that I was gonna do this video, or you guys were calling to me and I was feeling that, I really was feeling a child energy, or like an inner child energy, almost a sense of like rejection or shame or guilt or just some like heavier energies like that, and I thought, well, I should really do that video. So we're gonna dive straight into it. I have the Sacred Spirit reading cards. We're gonna use these. We are also going to possibly get into another oracle deck, and definitely tarot, of course. Let's see, anything else we need to say? Energy is fluid, time is fluid. Keep that in mind. This could be past, present, future for you guys. Could be the cross watchers energy. If you are interested in booking any sort of session with me, energy healing session, tarot session, or you want to keep up with me on any of my other platforms, my TikTok username is going to be probably right up here in this corner. Instagram and all that good stuff is all down below. Check it out, check it out. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Hit me up, hit your girl up. But yeah, let's get into it, Leos. I really want to see what's going on with you guys, what you're feeling. I think you're going through a really big transitional period, as a lot of us kind of are right now, especially with 7 planets in retrograde as of right now, as I'm doing this video. 7 planets in retrograde. So we're going to take a look at what's going on with you. I really want to look deeper into it, and yeah, let's see what's going on. Maybe you need some inner child healing, right? So let's start with Sacred Spirit, okay? I'm going to start with this. And the thing I said we might, oh, look at that. Secret Temptation was stuck to the back of the book here. Interesting. Oh, so interesting. Ooh, I just got chills. There are going to be some of you here who have inner child wounds relating to the masculine or a specific masculine figure in your life. This looks almost evil to me. Do you see this? I really wasn't gonna take this card, but like, you know, there are no accidents. There are no coincidences, rather. Do you see right here where it all comes to like this one point here at the top, right? It's like everything else comes to meet at this one point at the top of the head. It's like at the very top, the crown chakra. This to me really feels like you guys, this is gonna be a really tough one. Some of you might resonate this, some might not. I just have to keep saying that because this is going to be kind of heavy. I do feel some abuse here within like a masculine type of dynamic. It doesn't have to be a father figure, but someone. I feel abuse with this. I don't like delivering that message, but I do feel abuse for not all of you, but for some of you for sure. If not, I'm being corrected, a majority of you. There are things that you guys might not even have known were abusive. For some reason, I get some heavy vibes of a few of you, this is physical abuse. A majority of you, it's kind of a mixture, unfortunately, of a little bit of everything. A lot of narcissistic behaviors or traits coming out in whoever this person is to you. But it's almost like all of these lines here that all come to this like top, for me, is like your brain literally was rewired because of this, which is, you know, what trauma will do to you anyway. Your brain is rewired because of it. Don't forget that. So when you are going through something, they're like, yeah, that's the inner child stuff. It's fear. It's fear-based. Oh, the chills. Oh, man. Wow. It's fear-based. You fear this person, or you fear this dynamic. You fear this happening to you. This is a trigger thing. Some of you might be experiencing just like your trauma is being triggered through something. It might not even be that person if they're not like in your life anymore, but that type of dynamic or like something about them. Like, so fun fact about PTSD, if you have that or if you have trauma, I have both. Obviously you need the trauma to get PTSD, but anyways, you can have what is called an emotional flashback, for those of you who are not familiar, which means that there's no particular thing, maybe tangibly, that is setting you off or triggering you, or maybe you just like can't really figure it out. You're like, why am I so upset over this? It's because the emotion is that you're feeling in the moment is an emotion that you have felt in a previous environment or relationship or one-to-one dynamic where you have not felt safe before. So now it's like you're reliving it. It's just like you're reliving it. And I think that's why maybe you came to me to begin with. Your energy kind of reached out and was like, feeling low, got some stuff going on. And then it was almost like it pulled back, and I didn't do the video for a couple days, and I just felt you guys like retract. It is this inner child thing, and I'm just seeing someone's like eyes like welling up and just like looking like up at me, and they're in like a like fetal type position with like sitting down and like knees to the chest, and then like holding the knees up against the chest. So this is, again, it's a position of powerlessness, of inferiority. It's fearful. You're trying to protect yourself in that way. You curl up in a ball, right? Feeling like you definitely need protection here. But I do get a lot of abuse from that. Okay, I don't exactly know what's going on. We're gonna take a look at what else, but I definitely feel a lot of abuse there. And I'm so sorry if that's the case. My heart's with you, and I love you guys, and I've been in there, and I just don't wish it on anyone. So what else do we have for Leo, please, Spirit? I usually don't get messages like this for Leo, but I am definitely like feeling it right now. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. Uno más. Okay, lead the way, light your own path. So to me, this is really an energy of like, you will be the one to get yourself out of the position that you're in. You're the only one that can make yourself feel unstuck and lead the way. It's almost like, this says, light your own path. So lighting the way for yourself, it's very spiritual. I mean, obviously it's a sacred spirit, but it's very spiritual in the sense of like leadership. The stag there is like powerful, grounded, centered, in control. And then you have that star above, which is like reminds you of the star card in tarot. The only person capable of finding your way out of this cave or out of this place of darkness is you. And you might not see a way out, but the like caveat here is that you have to create the way out. You have to choose every day. You have to make that conscious choice. I won't be here anymore. I'm not going to stay here anymore. This isn't good for me. It's not healthy. I'm not safe here. I'm not secure here. This isn't a safe environment for me. You have to make that choice every single day and fight for that choice every single day. It's not just going to happen for you. So I think a lot of this energy is you finding your way, you know, out of a dark place of trauma, of triggers, of those wounds, those inner child wounds that you guys have. one more. Emotional challenges, resolve the issue. I feel like you guys are really coming to a head right now. Whatever's going on, something might have triggered you again, that emotional flashback, and you're like, this is awful, I remember how this feels, and I don't want to feel like this ever again. You guys are going through the motions with this. It's a lot of emotions, heavy emotions. And I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, but we do have 7 planets in retrograde. So, you know, oh, look at that. We have light your own path and then sacred divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. So you really come to a crossroads here. This is number 30, and the 3 for me is really about the Holy Trinity, that unity, mind, body, spirit, for me personally. I do feel like you guys are just transmuting a lot. This is really heavy trauma energy. Really, really, really heavy trauma energy. Let's put this back in the box. And then, yeah, we'll get some tarot. What do I want to use? It's a good question, right? Maybe I should have thought of that. Oh, I'm so torn on this one, but I'm just gonna go with my like standard tarot deck. You know, the regular one. I do feel like I really need that other oracle deck though. I do. Okay, we're gonna use this. I feel like I like can't get away with not using it, so we're gonna use it. This is a Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Used this plenty of times. Haven't used it in a hot minute. By Mystic Moon Oracles, who has her own channel here on YouTube. Alright, can you tell me about Leo? What time are we at? 11 minutes. Okay. I don't like this. This is return. We did talk about a little bit of narcissistic abuse or behaviors, and I feel like someone might pop back in and like love bomb you. It's very possible. If not, it could be a return of maybe someone good in your life. But conclusion reversed. Someone might try to pop back into your life. I just heard weasel their way back in, so that makes me feel like it's probably not good. New direction though. It's like you guys are starting over doing something and someone just can't help but put their claws back into you. I don't know why I said claws. That's kind of what it feels like. Let's do one more. Look it. Fear. This is what I'm saying. Fear. That's what I've been saying. Fear. You guys are dealing with these inner child wounds that talk about abandonment and rejection, and it's so much fear. You fear being abandoned and left alone. It's been really hard for you if you have recently separated from someone or just, ended something in your life. It's scary and it's hard and there's so much fear behind it. I think it's just triggering you all over again. So if someone comes back into your life, be mindful, be so mindful, use discernment, because if you're already feeling that way, you're not in a good place to make decisions, okay? What do we have for Leo? Oh my gosh. All right, well, the first things that came here are cycles, and then we have action in reverse. I feel like this is going back to like you need to light your own path type of energy. You are stuck here. Oh, it's a fruit fly. You are stuck here in the same energy, repeating these same cycles. This is a lot about your fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of being left alone. And with this action in reverse, you're not doing anything. I almost get the sense that you are like curled up inside yourself, like you want to be alone, you want to crawl into bed and just like, you know what I'm saying? She has her back turned, it's towards the moon. So I feel like all you're focusing on, the moon, the subconscious, the wounds that are in there, the healing that needs to be done, but you're not focusing on it in a positive way. It's that the darkness, the shadow that it casts, like you're so focused on that. I feel like it is truly just, that might be the thing that's hoovering you back in. Something reminds you of those times, those experiences, and then it just sucks you right back in and you feel like you're stuck there now. It almost feels paralyzing. Anything else for Leo? Fifth dimension. Or what about this fifth dimension? Okay, you have pride and ego at the bottom. So remember that if a person returns into your life, a lot of this is for show. It's grandiose. It paints a picture, but it's an illusion. It's just an illusion, okay? Don't let someone have an effect on you like that. It's all an illusion, okay? Yeah, we have bound and we have muse. This does feel very, it feels very narcissistic or self-centered and kind of like conceited, because you have bound, which is this really toxic energy of someone kind of being chained to something. It is basically the devil card in this deck. It talks about a very toxic environment. Toxic can talk about an addiction of some kind, which codependency is an addiction here. The muse, that's what also makes me feel like there's like love bombing or something involved, where this person, it's like, it's about how it looks. So I get the sense of like, this is how it is on the inside between you and them. This is internal affairs. And this is the outside. This is what it looks like to everyone else. It's this painted picture that looks so different. And I feel like inside, away from everyone else, away from the world, you guys are suffering. You guys are really suffering. This fifth dimension, though, feels like your freedom for some reason. This feels really freeing. It feels like your freedom. Let's see if we can get any more info on that. Can you tell me about fifth dimension? Forgiveness. Can you tell me about fifth dimension, please, for Leos? Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Well then. Okay, we have vibrations, we have twin flame. We're gonna get into that. Shadow work. What's this? Deception. Oh, of course, right. So, forgiveness was the first one that came out. When we use forgiveness, it is for us, it's not for somebody else, okay? So forgiveness might be a really good way for you to light your own path and get yourself out of the grips of whatever this devil energy is, which for a lot of you, I think, is a romantic partner or some person in your life. In order to unchain yourself here and get yourself away from this, the key is forgiveness. And I don't necessarily think it's forgiveness of this person. It could be for some of you, for this particular person, but forgiveness for maybe your parents, for initially kind of, maybe a lack of a better way to put it, so starting these traumas and contributing to them. You might look back and be like, well, if I didn't go through this and that, then I wouldn't be like this, because I wouldn't have that experience making me jaded. But this is really about forgiveness. Forgiving your parents, especially if these are real like childhood wounds, knowing that they did the best. They did what they could with what they had. But also to appropriately grieve that situation, especially with childhood wounds, because don't forget that you were a child, you were unsuspecting, you didn't know, you didn't understand, and that was traumatizing. So give yourself grace in that and acknowledge that, but also forgive your parents and utilize forgiveness, because realistically, this is just a giant simulation, right? It's all about lessons, it's all about learning. There are a lot of books, actually, I don't know why this is coming to me, but a lot of books about, Dolores Cannon wrote these books, and it really talks a lot about people coming to Earth to learn these lessons. Like, that's the biggest thing here. We came for rapid soul growth. So think about that when you're like, all these things have happened, and I feel like, you know, I'm wounded, I am screwed up, I am damaged goods or whatever, you know, remind yourself you reincarnated here for rapid soul growth. You didn't just come here to fuck around. You know what I'm saying? We did have the vibration and the twin flame card come out here. We're not even going to get into the twin flame thing. I refuse to call it that. I cannot. If you know me, you know me. And you know my stance on that. So we're not going to go on a tangent. But this energy for me makes me feel like this is the love that you are capable of giving to somebody else. Once you can heal those wounds, forgive yourself, forgive your parents, forgive others, okay? You also had shadow work and deception, that's over here. This is what you're currently fighting. While you are healing these wounds, you are strengthening your ability to use discernment here. That's the shadow work. You're using discernment to be able to tell what you might have Pisces in your chart or something, some sort of Neptune energy there with the deception card. I get that really strong. This is like, you can't see the forest through the trees. See what I'm saying? So the shadow work here that you are focused on right now is healing those wounds, finding forgiveness, utilizing that forgiveness energy, and that enables you to be able to see and differentiate between these two things. Hence the two paths that we had, sacred divinity in the beginning, right? Two paths. You have two paths. You consciously choose to move forward, to be open, to forgive, or you just sit in your own fears, in your own wounding forever. It's a conscious choice. You have to choose every day. So that's the shadow work you're going through right now. But it will lead you very clearly to a higher vibration, higher frequency, and a higher frequency type of love for you, okay? So let's move on. Oh, look at that. You'll find your tribe. How cute. Let's move on and get a couple tarot cards, and then we'll just wrap this baby up. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I just heard 4 shuffles. Okay, you got it, Spirit. 4 shuffles. I just do what they tell me to do. It's a little loud, sorry. Let's see what we got. Is that 4? One more. I think it's 1 more. I got distracted. It's like literally past midnight. Why do I have all this energy? Ugh. The Emperor in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. You guys, come on. That's not like you. Some Aries energy here. And here's the Jupiter energy that I was talking about. It could be Sag or it could be Pisces with Jupiter. The divine masculine energy in reverse. So here's the thing. Intuitively, I really feel like this energy is you guys letting someone else take the reins on your life. Letting someone else take control of your life. Letting someone else call the shots. That's not like you. That's not like you. And it is so time for us to just wipe that out and not do it anymore. The growth and expansion that needs to happen is going to come when you take back the control of your life. Take back the control, okay? Don't let other people call the shots for you. Oh, here, I'm going to pull cards. They said don't shuffle to pull cards. Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. I'm choosing not to engage. This might be emotionally manipulative. I'm choosing not to engage. I don't want to fight. I just feel you guys are like, oh, like I'm tired. It's so exhausting. It's like you're in fight or flight all the time. Knight of Pentacles here too. Okay, this is beautiful though. I really like this energy. You feel like you're not getting anywhere with what's going on, but Knight of Pentacles here, this is like if this is a former partner or something like that who is like narcissistic and not so great, because the Emperor here in reverse can be someone who maybe has a temper, unwilling to see things from your point of view, can be invalidating, like stuff like that. And arrogant. I get arrogant here. Knight of Pentacles though, the Virgo energy, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, babe. Okay? You are making moves. They're just slow. It doesn't really seem like you're doing it, but I promise you you're doing it, okay? Look at that. 3 of Swords. I just heard the first step is admitting. The first step is admittance, rather. This falls under that 5 of Swords reversed. You don't, it's that ego, like the pride and ego card that we got from the other Oracle deck, that peacock energy. It's showing off. It's painting this false picture. It's totally false. And I feel like the first step here is admittance for you to say, okay, yes, this is false. This isn't good. This is unhealthy. This is unsafe for me. And really start to snap yourself out of that. Sometimes when you have trauma, it's hard to remember things, so I really suggest writing it down. Can't recommend it enough, okay? When it comes to you, boom, get out a piece of paper, get a pen, write it down. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, falling under that King of Cups reverse. So you could have been dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you could have it in your chart as well. This energy here, this 10 of Pentacles is more Virgo energy. it just hit me for a second where I was like, wow. It just feels, 10 of Pentacles in reverse is really like you lost something, or you recently left a relationship, left a home, left a career. And I just, like, when I pulled that card, got that hit where I was like the switch is going off. It was just like, oh God. Could feel that intensity suddenly. I felt like the life was just sucked out of me. Like, you guys were like, God, I'm so tired of doing this. And not seeing results. Like, I'm tired of doing it in general, but I'm tired of doing it and not seeing the results that I want to. You're moving really slowly. You have Page of Swords in reverse falling into that Knight of Pentacles. I just feel like this sense of, like, you feel as though there's so many setbacks. Page of Swords reverse could definitely be a younger air sign. It's also this immaturity in the way that we communicate or the way that we speak. Nine of Cups reversed as well under that Three of Swords. Temperance, Sagittarius, patience, but healing. Yeah, healing is more so. This is about the paths again that we talked about from the beginning. The light your own path, and then the sacred divinity, like choosing between two paths. That's this right here. Choosing healing, it's such a long process. You are choosing healing over comfortability, because this here goes to show again what this is. Pisces energy. What was I being deluded by? What was I unsure of? Like, was I seeing the truth? I just get the sense of being like, again, like the love bombing, or like the grandiose like gestures and things like that, right? It's like, was I being fooled? And I feel like now that you've gone through this pretty rough situation and you're being triggered by these traumas and childhood wounds, whatever, again, this is causing you to take a look like within and be like, how was I like fooled by that? Like, did I really want that? Was that really what I wanted at the time? Like, it's a lot of, again, going back and kind of questioning, because this really is a wish fulfillment card. And it's almost like, well, be careful what you wish for when it's in reverse, for me personally. Temperance is that healing energy, though. You're choosing healing over anything else. Absolutely. And you're gonna get there. You're persevering. You're putting your time and energy into it. You are making moves, I promise, even if it doesn't look like it right now. Knight of Wands at the bottom, that Sagittarius energy. Again, this just says to me that you really want it this time. You want to heal bad enough this time where it's going to be the main drive and focus. It's not going to just get pushed to the wayside. Like, this is going to be the time that you're like, yeah, I really want this. I'm not just thinking like, oh, that might help me in the future. You're like, I really fucking want to heal because I just don't want to do this again. I don't want to be in the same place, be in that same relationship. I don't want to repeat this pattern. I want to be the end of the pattern. Give yourself credit for that. It's brave and it's courageous, and it takes a lot of hard work, and it takes a lot of heart. Literally kind of like the Cowardly Lion, right? From like Wizard of Oz. It takes a lot of heart. It really fucking does. So I love y'all, and I'm really wishing you the best. I have faith in you, and I believe in you. Again, I love you so much from my heart to yours, and sending you all the love and light and blessings that I possibly can. I really hope this resonated for you too, and maybe gave you some clarity. If you liked it, please, I'd love for you to go ahead and hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment, tell me your stories, let me know what's going on with you guys. And then of course, if you like the way I read, if you want to hang out with me some more and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then the bell notification so you can get notified of upcoming videos. I think that's it. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.